game. Might be burning out on my CPU. We'll have to see. You will tell me though. Yeah. And it's been a while since I've actually done like a live stream on this channel. Which is odd because I really like live streaming on this channel, but it's just been a while. And Veil Rare Explorers. God damn, we're not doing that shit. Ooh, but there's a Reaper 2, Disciples of Shar. Yeah, we're gonna do Reaper 1. Reaper, hey, what's going on, no Bob? Hey, what's up, Infinitely? We're not actually back on Monday, but it just ever so conveniently happens to be that I am back. Reaper 1, Archon Chain. I spelled chain wrong. That shit in, right? Yeah, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? How you doing? How's, you know, free world? I don't know. Did too many drugs. Welcome to the Strimstream. I'm not going to be all official. It's weird. Like I said, I haven't streamed in a while, and so I'm not used to it. I'm very carefully monitoring my CPU because I'm trying a new setting, so. Actually, I know. My hair looks crazy. It was really funny. So a week ago, not a week ago, on Saturday, I got really drunk. I had a lot of brain poison. Like a lot of brain poison. My brain got really poisoned, which as a result, oh, I should get a hireling. Oh, there's no convenient way to get back to the marketplace, is there? I'll have to go. But yeah, I got really drunk, and my boss was there, and in the morning afterwards, because I slept, I had a bunch of hair gel in my hair, and I looked really good. And then when I woke up in the morning after I slept, my hair just kind of like did this, and then he was like, you know what? When you've got your hair like that, it adds a good like 3 inches. It's almost like you're like way taller. And I'm like, yeah, it is. I guess it's pretty good. So those good times. Oh my God. Everybody's here. And yeah, I am alive, man. I'm the most alive there's ever been. But yeah, like I said, I've been just... The problem is I've been prioritizing, like, doing stuff instead of doing my live streaming. So, like, live streaming is takes time. You have to set aside time to actually do it, things like that. So, that. And like I said, drinking. Oh, man, last weekend I had this weekend I had so much brain poison. Like a lot of brain poison. I actually thought it was going to be okay because I was drinking just beer and I was fine and everything was drinking beer. But I don't remember Saturday night. And I don't remember Saturday night because what I do remember is at some point there were Jello shots. And I think I had 7 Jello shots. Which is like 1 or 2 too many. Like 7 is too many. On top of the 8 beers and 3 vodka shots that I had. And I think I did some Jägermeister too. And I honestly don't remember. It was only a 6-hour party, so I think I had too much. Which is why I didn't remember. Which is why we're playing DDO instead of doing that again. Haha. So if you guys are excited for a super fun stream, I'm going to sit quietly and we're going to play Dungeons & Dragons. It's going to be great. I'm buying a hireling because, you know, what if somebody doesn't want to join? Hey, welcome. Woo. A recipe for chaos? Could be. Could be a recipe for chaos. It was actually a recipe for a headache. And for me not keeping the delicious pizza that we ate down. Oh, man. But yeah, so nothing's been going pretty good with me. I am gonna be trying my darndest, my gosh darndest to stream as often as I can for you guys. I'm just kind of ironing out my schedule. Another huge problem I have is I've kind of decided to try to, I wouldn't say limit, but try to focus on only certain games. So right now, I'm not currently playing Path of Exile, and I have no intentions to play Path of Exile right now because I just don't have time to play that game on top of all the other games that I'm playing. As a result, man, I should have sold before I did this. Anyway, as a result, because I'm not really playing Path of Exile, I'm trying to play a little bit more DDO. But I've also been playing a lot of Lord of the Rings Online. And that's a really good game. Though, it's hard. Life is challenging. Anything dangerous down here? I don't know. I like Power Attack. Do you like Power Attack? I do! I should turn it on because I like it that much. I don't know if I can actually just run in here and fight this stuff. We're about to find out. Oh, there's a Reaper here. Maybe. I'm pretty good when dealing with Reapers. good when dealing with Reapers. I'm no Warlock, but... Oh, Lost Souls. Ooh, I see. I think the big issue is the... with this. Ooh. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. What's my Intimidate? V? V is Intimidate. That's what I wanted. Oh, okay. There we go. I don't know why Jatrina decided she wanted to follow me into combat. She's like, this is not a good idea. Ooh, no, Jatrina, the champs. Oh, she's mine. Okay, so Reaper mode's pretty fun here. Like I genuinely really like this. I like the fact that I like get crushed when I walk into combat. I have to skirt the edges. I can't just like run in. If this was on heroic elite, I would literally just stand there and fight everybody all at the same time. But I can't do that because it's way too hard.
As you walk through the grand hall,
blah blah blah. I don't need to read. Yeah, so this monk works out really well. I have way too much key. I don't know what to spend my key on. I need a better key dump. I can dismiss stuff though. My dismissing strike DC is really good. It's like 44 right now. It's not bad. Oh god. Yeah. So I don't know. Things have been pretty good for me. I've been enjoying Lord of the Rings Online a lot. I got back into playing my Warden. The game is very different than it used to be, like really, really different, with some good and some bad ideas. I think it's a really good idea for them to have finally made the legendary weapon system so you don't have to replace it all the time, but not replacing your weapon anymore kind of sucks. The fact that you literally have only one weapon now is kind of a bad thing. It's what people are realizing a lot in World of Warcraft, is that artifact weapons are really cool, but the idea that you never upgrade your weapon blows dick. Because it's like, cool, I got this cool legendary weapon, but I literally don't get any other weapons. Every time you do a quest, anytime you do anything... Oh, I gotta move that. It's supposed to go over here. Damn you, Paul Rudd. Escaping my grasp. But it's literally like every time you want to do it, like anything new, it's like, oh cool, I got this cool sick weapon, but I'll never use it because I'm going to use Ashbringer because I'm playing Paladin. And it's like, oh, that's kind of lame. You know, like Ashbringer's also obviously a very cool weapon, but it's like kind of lame that you don't really, like you're never going to be incentivized to use a different item than whatever the best item is at the time. The Famine Reaper looks really scary. I don't like it. I just gotta be really careful about the Reapers. That's pretty much it. Everything else I don't really care about. I just drain levels from guys and then kind of just get surrounded. Even the champions I don't really care about. It's only the Reapers that I care about. Because they are the guys that really hurt. They have like 300 billion damage. But yeah, so the fact that in Lord of the Rings Online that they now have like a legendary weapon system where you basically upgrade your legendary weapon and you use that legendary weapon forever, really cool concept, because it means that you don't have to constantly upgrade your legendary weapon every time a new expansion drops out or something. But it means that you get a first stage and then there's nothing to build up to, and you have this one weapon now. And unless they unleash like new legacies or something, you pretty much won't have a reason to do, like to get a new weapon or to change out your weapon. Which is kind of disappointing. And the idea of having one live weapon permanently is kind of lame. Ooh. Ooh. Apparently I did not hit with that attack. Oh god, the Jarlath of Elemental Fury hurts big time. I intimidate him, so that's fine. And maybe wondering, sure Tom, how do you intimidate stuff? Oh, I can kill this Jarlath. Maybe? I forgot I could dismiss stuff. But one of the oh man, this is so much easier when you have block. I mean, I know I'm standing in front of stuff, but for the guy, I'll tell you one thing: just having a warlock arm just makes it so much easier. Katrina, no! Oh, my staff is already breaking. I'm not even killing everything, and my staff is breaking. That sucks. Can you dismiss Reapers? No, you cannot. They're immune. They're immune to dismissal. That kind of sucks. But other than that, I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun playing Lord of the Rings Online. The game is really, really good. Like I said, I love the combat system. I love the way the uniqueness of the characters feel. Because the characters aren't the same. Like Wardens just don't feel the same as Guardians. Whereas like I find in World of Warcraft, like a lot of the different classes feel very similar. But that's an outsider's look. I didn't play it forever. I played it very superficially. Yeah. So I don't know. It's like I said, it's complicated. But the thing is, I'm still having a lot of fun. So I don't know what the answer is. Like, oh my god, I'm missing remnants everywhere. I'm bad at this.
Another
Welcome, we're
blends the
inside.
air above the staircase.
Also, I completed deed for wretch expertise. Nice. Uh-oh, I got stunned. Run. No. I don't know how that happened. I got stunned. Goodbye. Super Brachiosaurus. Oh man.
Another portal opens as the
One final stand. Let's just drain some levels. And yeah, sure, this is fine. I'll just stand here. I'm gonna assume that I don't have to worry about fighting any of this stuff. Like I said, the regular monsters don't really hurt that much. It's only the actual like elite monsters and things that are like the champions that hurt. Regular monsters don't really matter. I think if we played on a higher Reaper difficulty, it would matter, but at the current difficulty, it doesn't matter that much.
portals open in the portal ahead.
About
A barrier of infernal flame blocks the passage
yeah,
to the surface.
really, please work on the breakiness of quarterstaffs. I love my quarterstaff. It's an awesome weapon, but the fact that my quarterstaffs break all the time, granted, and this is the most important thing, quarterstaffs do not break at higher levels, okay? They just don't. They don't break at higher levels. Like, when you get into epic difficulty, this character has no issues whatsoever. My quarterstaffs never break. But right now, my quarterstaffs break all the time, and it's just super not fun. It's not like, oh, interesting game mechanic, your weapons break. It's like, no, I want to use my cool sword attacks and stuff, or my cool staff attacks, but my weapon's broken. Damn, that sucks to be me. Whoopsie doodles. I just don't want to take a lot of damage now.
As the last of the invading demons dies, you hear a
What is the ability on hotbar number 3?
You've done well.
Key 6?
The trial of
Hotbar number 3,
endurance is
key
over.
6. Ah! This is one of the new Reaper abilities, Memento abilities. So, in Reaper mode, you get a special Reaper tree, which I have bound to Control Q to load up. And in the Dread Adversary, or any of the trees, there are special Reaper action boosts called Mementos. When you use a Memento, it gives you a bonus thing, but it costs Reaper charges. Reaper charges are basically the same as action boosts, but they're only available in Reaper mode. And to get more Reaper charges, you have to buy more Memento skills. So if I have all Memento Reaper Strike, Memento Reaper Power, and Memento Reaper's Luck, if I have all 3 of those, then I get, hey, Trina's alive, I don't remember doing that. Then you get extra charges, which you can then use. So this gives me 10% Reaper bonus to Double Strike, which goes up to 30%, which is really good. Yeah, man, I really dig Wardens. Wardens are a lot of fun. I don't know if they're overpowered. I'm still figuring that out. It's really disappointing that a lot of the abilities are a little bit different, like the fact that a droid maneuver is basically garbage if you're playing as a tank warden. But at the same time, oh damn, I suck. At the same time, that's okay. Can't be the best character in the game all the time.
One of the magical barriers surrounding you drops.
Lantern Archon. Negative levels! Ha ha ha, I'm a monk. I love that I can just drain negative levels from people. Although the light damage hurts, I'll tell you that much. Yeah. They hit me like that. I always work from backwards on the puzzles, because that way I don't smash into stuff. So, curious, you guys, you are probably playing Reaper difficulty, running around, doing some quests. Maybe you're not playing Reaper difficulty, but I am curious to hear about other people's experiences. I've been really enjoying Reaper difficulty. It's super awesome. Reaper difficulty is basically everything I ever wanted in DDO. Oh, this has to go this way. This has to go this way. Means this has to go this way. Wow. But Reaper difficulty is basically every single thing I ever wanted in DDO. It makes the game harder. But it adds a level of challenge that's actually beatable. It's also scalable, so you can figure out what the level of difficulty it is that you want. So it's not just like, oh, this is the one difficulty like Elite or something like that. There's multiple scales of Reaper, so for right now, I'm doing Reaper 1 because I'm just trying to burn through this life to make an actual Reaper designed character. This character's not really designed for Reaper mode. This character's designed to play. And it plays really good, because I can just jump into Reaper mode.
As the
But
puzzle is completed,
I'm designing this
the
character
path
that when I
opens.
do my next life,
With the click of a button,
I will be
the
doing
barrier
Reaper
fades.
5 on every
You
single
once
quest,
again
nothing
hear
lower.
the voice in your mind.
Hey, what's going on, Agu?
You're more
So I'm just curious to
capable
see what other
than
people's
first.
experiences have been with
The
Reaper
trial of
difficulty so far.
intelligence is over.
Like I said, I really like Reaper difficulty. I'm digging it. I find it a lot of fun.
A large
Thank you
angel
for
of
buffs.
skin hovers over the
I'm also
arena.
playing a really overpowered
She
class.
gestures to you
That's
as you
part of it.
enter.
Ugh.
Welcome,
Crack open that
I am
fucking
Rian,
Red Bull.
champion of the Archons of Shavarath. You
They
have
got some
passed
wings.
all of the trials
Alright,
set
so now what the
before
first thing you do is run in, intimidate, back up.
I congratulate
These guys are going to get toasted,
One final
so I have to make
test
sure
awaits
I
you.
am
The
Doing everything. Oh, huh. Whoa, okay.
Pass this challenge, then you will have proven yourself a
I'll take a
worthy
heal.
ally of the
Thank you,
Archons of
Dracina.
Rian's voice fills the arena. Your last challenge is a straightforward
Can I
one.
dismiss these guys? I don't think so.
Prove to me the
Uh-oh.
strength of
I think
your
Dracina's
resolve.
dead.
The time
Oh,
is
okay.
mine, and this
I'm gonna see
final
if I can
trial
intimidate
will be
this.
complete.
We are gonna run right now. I have to be very careful. Oh god! It hurts. Oh god, I'm dead. Rip. Rip me. Oh no. Yeah, I didn't expect that last room to be that hard. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we got 3 tier 3 champion in the last room. My god. 3 tier 3 champions. Oh my god. We got a storm, we got a skyborn, we got a demon soul. Look at that. Poison damage on hit, or absorb poison. Isn't it poison damage on hit too? Yeah. Vulnerable to good. Whoopsie. Only do Reaper 1. Do I need to do that on any of these Amaranth quests? Yeah, that was kind of difficult. If he could get in and raise us. Kill the Reaper 1 ritual sacrifice at 18. Too easy. Entry needs to be harder. Did you try Reaper 4 or 5? That would make it harder. Hilarious in second life. Second life party at level 4. Yeah, this character's a completionist. I just got trashed. I don't think we killed one of these. This quest, not really. It's challenging if you can't deal with group mobs. The end fight can be a little bit difficult, but again, if you are able to, like, I can't deal damage to Rian. She's immune to all my damage because you need to have evil damage to bypass her damage reduction, which I don't have. But yeah, I don't think it's pointless to run higher Reapers. Remember, it's what are you going to get out of it, right? Okay, so think about this. I agree with you that from the reward standpoint, if you want to grind out Reaper points, it's probably best to do like 2 or 3 and do it as quickly as you can. So do life Reaper 2, Reaper 2, Reaper 2, quest on Reaper 2. You're burning through the quests, you're getting all your points, you're going to be earning enough points to unlock, the whole tree. But the real question is, why are you playing Reaper difficulty? The reason I play Reaper difficulty is because I really enjoy the challenge. I'm not upset that I just died right here. We went in with no preparation and we got smoked. I'm okay with that. I wanted the challenge in the first place. So the reason I want to do an entire life doing Reaper 5 is not because I think Reaper 5 is going to be giving really, really, really good Reaper points. I'm doing it because it just seems like that's a good place to start to make a good challenge. So, and to be fair, I also agree with you. I think Reaper 1 Skull should be harder. Basically, if you have a decent group, most quests, from what I've played so far, most quests on Reaper 1 are no harder than Elite difficulty. Oh god. He doesn't have 100%. Okay. Okay. We're alive. We got this. Okay, here we go. You guys ready for this garbage? Okay. We got this. We got all the buffs going. Dracina, heal yourself. Oh man, she heals a lot. Cool. And we go in. Get some mega levels going here. Oh god, I think we got him. The second blitz did a bit better. We had a really well placed aggroing. Once I get the intimidate off, it's one of the most important steps here. Does she take my force damage? Yeah, she does. She's not immune to force damage. gonna hit her with force damage then. My staff's gonna fucking break, but whatever. Hot garbage. Yeah, there's a lot of champions. Yeah, that's the thing. I still don't understand why Reaper 1 gives more experience. I do not understand this at all. I don't think I should, but it's not my job. So, good job, us. Give me a heal, Katrina. Heal.
You've bested all
No.
our trials
Ugh.
and defeated the demons that slipped
God, am I
past
gonna
our
die?
lords in
No,
the
I made my save.
bargain.
Good.
Please, accept these tokens in gratitude for your assistance.
Beautiful.
Tell your gatekeepers
I've heard we got any
that
Reaper
when
shit.
the time comes to battle the devil era
Token of the
traitors,
Proven.
we will aid
And it's
you
mythic.
as well we can.
Ooh, congrats on the token.
trials are complete.
I've only ever seen that drop
You
twice,
show
by the way.
Archons that you're worthy of their respect and trust.
I just gotta repair real quick. Because using a staff sucks. I agree that, like I said, I totally agree. I think it is a little bit too easy, considering the fact that it gives more experience. Basically, from what I can tell, a lot of, especially for easier quests, Reaper 1 is way better and more efficient to do than Elite. So, yeah, I plan on playing with like a static group. So I will be playing with like a, you know, healer and all that stuff in tow. I actually might be playing the healer for my static group, so we'll see.
To the ground by colossal chains. The codex page the
Dude,
Archons
next quest is Demon Assault.
Recover the page before the
Totally in
demons can reinforce the area and take
But yeah, having healers makes it mondo easier. Like, I can do Reaper 6 and 7 on my Bard at level 30 because I just, you know, I play the healer. So I have no issues doing those quests because I can just do them. I can be the healer that everyone needs and the one they deserve. Hey, it's Swiper. He wants to join the party. Whoop. Oh my god, he made a save? How's that even possible? Probably. Hey, welcome. Yeah, that'd be fun. Go, Galanda. No! Okay, look, I'd moved over to Arganesson, and I'll tell you one thing. If you use the DDO Discord server, which you absolutely should if you don't, because it's cool people. I'm a moderator there, which means I can abuse my power whenever I feel like it. I don't usually, but I can. On the DDO Discord server, the most active channel is the Galanda channel, because the people of Galanda are just probably the most friendliest bunch you've ever seen. And these Lost Souls, you still can't click on these things. I don't get it. I still can't click on them.
Demons are determined to keep the codex page.
They don't really care about me, apparently. I drain all their levels. They don't even give a crap. That's my exact thought. Swiper, no swiper. I like that I can just drain levels from these targets, though. Except that Ague guy. Yeah, screw that Ague guy. Oh man, they all make their saves. What is this? Easy 41 will save? Oh, I don't have ocean stance on. Whoops, my bad. I'm like, something's wrong here. He's kind of a total douchebag, you know. He's such a jerk. He made a competing product to the current Kenneth crafting planner, and it's actually pretty good if you haven't seen it on your DDO. I'm a huge fan of the current Kenneth crafting planner that Agumort has engineered. It's a very good planner. I don't know how hard these blades are going to hurt. Oh, Utax is Swiper. There you go. Like cheating. Oh no. I don't really want to go out there. Katrina. Oh god. Arborians. Oh, she's dead. Dismissed. Dude, they make all their dismissal saves. What the hell? The DC is 43. Alright. I'm gonna go get them, but I don't want to go get them because there's a lot of blades in the way. Oh, she died again? How'd she die? Oop. Anyway, I'm just gonna stand over here so they don't. There we go. Beautiful. Shrink-based stick build. Well, good luck with that. I prefer dex-based. That's because it's from the math to me seems way better as dex-based. Just because dex-based means you can take advantage of Ocean Stance's ridiculous dodge chance.
In the courtyard to the south.
Good poison damage over time. Gina, go. Use the shrine. Do it. Do the shrine. Yeah. AoE. Yes, there was a fantastic post on the forums by Severlin explaining Reaper XP, which was really, really well done and very needed. I'm really appreciative of that, specifically that post. Man, this guy's back to full. I'm still figuring some of the champions out. As far as I can tell, the heroes, they heal. They like heal from half, so when you get them under half, they heal back to full, which is pretty cool. Oh! Okay. Where is my cleric? Oh, she's like there. Yeah, good job. Okay, taking a lot of damage. Nope, I'm dead. I tried to get out. Ouch. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. I'm back alive. It's because the blades, they hurt, man. This will just be less aggressive. I'll just stand over here. Okay, Reaper's long back. Get out of here. Oh yeah, so yeah, the titles underneath the champions denote what type of champions they are. So instead, but you know how before they used to have like champions, or the champions have buffs, and then when you fight them, you have to figure out what they are. So it'd be like, oh, this champion has fortification penetration, this champion has whatever. It was a terrible system because you'd have to basically wait until you were fighting the champion to figure out what it did, or you have to examine it. Problematically, if you're doing quests like Slave Lords, you can't examine what the champions do. They have, they're coming in packs of like 35. You don't have time to figure out what they do. Oh. Oh, I gotta get through these blades. Ooh, here we go. Rena? Rena? No. Hear me. Good girl. So, the benefit of the current system is that it means that, like... I swear, these guys are, like, immune to dismissing strike. I don't know. Oh, I can't dismiss them! We're on their home plane! We're on Shavrath. Of course I can't dismiss them. I'm stupid. I was wondering why this wasn't working. But yeah, so it's really cool because it means that you can say, okay, cool, this is a guy from Fernia, which means he does what? Like, you can immediately identify what that creature, what that champion is, because each champion has 3 tiers, and then each tier gives it a certain amount of power. So, for example, a hero has extra fortification, true seeing, and dodge bonuses. Or like Fey Pact has other stuff. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's the lawful one. The Lawmaker, or the one from the Plane of Law, Da'anvi. Those ones come pre-built with dodge penetration. So they ignore your dodge chance, which is crazy, and they do extra force damage, which is super, super high. Hey, come here. Oh, Fear Reapers cast spells, so you gotta be careful with these guys. Goodbye. Yeah, I gotta get J2. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't seen the Reaper XP post, I highly recommend you give it a read over. It just kind of explains in detail some of the stuff. But yeah, so the new system of champions is great because it allows you to kind of like organize your understanding of how champions work, and it makes you easily able to immediately identify it. Like I can say, oh, Hero Soul, cool. I know exactly what a Hero Soul does. So you can identify it, you can figure out your game plan as you walk towards some things. Dismiss some things in the last quest? No, I don't remember doing that. I don't think I dismissed anything in the last quest because we're on Shavrath, so. That was a Carnage Reaper. Carnage Reaper is the most dangerous of all of the Reapers because they just hit insanely hard. I dodged though. Sucker! That's one of the reasons why this character is super good for Reaper difficulty is because of the volume of dodge that I have. So my character currently has... Oh, I can't look at that right now. I don't know why I went over here. This is super dangerous. A bad place to be. Woo! Woo! Oh, I'm bad. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, I just got excited. I was like talking and not thinking about the fact that I was gonna die. Ooh, Jatrina's rezzing me? Thank you, Jatrina. Cure me. I'm gonna use a shrine. I'm a jerk. But no, I didn't actually land the dismissal. I'm gonna do the optional so we get more Reaper
A
XP.
second path leads further up.
Doing optionals gives you Reaper XP, so it incentivizes you to do optionals. At least I'm fairly certain that that is the case. I don't, now that I think about it, the more I think about it, the less I know. But I'm pretty sure that's the case. Okay, altar. Also, you notice I die a lot. That's because I'm having fun. I'm not really considering, you know, never dying or like anything like that. I'm definitely okay with every once in a while taking beating to the face. You know, I'm the melee of the group. I'm gonna die. It's expected that I'm gonna die. I'm the tank. I'm hitting intimidate.
The rough-hewn cavern
Whoop.
leads deeper into the darkness.
I'm also like debuffing monsters with negative levels. Ooh, look at that synergy. I debuff the monsters. My friends use crowd control effects. That's what I'm talking about. Pandemonium is chaos. I just don't know what that does. I don't know what Pandemonium does yet. I've yet to figure that one out. And Hero's Soul, yeah, it gets dodge. Bunch of other garbage. So he's dodge. Look at all the dodges that he's doing. I don't have dodge penetration on this character. Maybe I should. I don't know. Oh, I definitely dismissed the Jarlith. So something's funky. I definitely dismissed the Jarlith, but the DC is 43 on this. Oh, hey, what's up? Adrian, what Reaper level? We're doing Reaper 1, because these quests are really, really tough. Like on easier quests, I might consider doing a higher set of Reaper difficulty, but on this, no, we're only doing Reaper 1. I don't have the energy to try to do higher Reaper quests right now. I kind of want to get to the point where I can do... Is that I want to reincarnate, so I can do... Oh, she's Arborean. Cool. So she just does crap loads of damage and has True Seeing. So we take her with a negative level, and then we dismiss her. I did not dismiss her. I will die if she hits me, so I'm just going to go over here. I don't have the energy to try to fight this. Fortunately, she's only a yellow name, or orange name, so she's actually easy to... The Marlith there is actually easy to get rid of. Yeah, man, I would love to do like super high Reaper difficulty, but for these quests, these ones are hard as balls. And like, we've got a champ here. I don't know what kind of champ. Oh, Hero Soul, there it is. Did show up at first. Hero Souls, I think as far as I can tell, if you don't kill them in one hit, they basically heal back up to full, which is interesting. Die, Kerchak. Die, you bastard. I'm gonna intimidate all these guys, they don't kill my guys. So I really like the fact that I have Intimidate, and I like using it pretty much all the time. Intimidate's really good for this character, because it means I can keep stuff off of my friends. No items. Good. So there are a couple benefits to doing Reaper difficulty beyond just, you know, the benefit of doing Reaper difficulty. One of the other benefits of doing Reaper difficulty, because it's fun, is also you get better gear. You can get Reaper gear. Any named items that drop in Reaper quests can give you, like, cool bonus stats. So... I like that. I need to repair. Repair. I could also go for some repair. Reminds me, I gotta repair my shit. The academies are tough on Reaper because the Reapers hide behind the gates and kill you. Oh man! I didn't even think about that. I haven't really gotten a chance to do most of the quests on low-level Reaper difficulty. This character started like level 15-ish, I think, is where I started. Like here's an example, like Teresa's Bane. This is an item from Invaders, but it gives mythic weapon boost, which is kind of cool. Which it does not have to. This looks better than mine. Why am I not using this belt of Stunning 8? What? I have a belt of Stunning 8? Why don't I have this on? It brings my Dismissing Strike up to 49. There's a huge increase. I don't know why I didn't have that on before. I don't know. Well, so many outfits. My Snowstar. Ring of Shadows. Oh, it's an epic elite one. Baby. And scarlet hair dye and sage hair dye? Man, do I want to have pink hair or do I want scarlet hair or do I want to have green hair? It's a difficult decision. Oh man, the catacombs are really fun. That's why I think like a lot of the low-level Reaper quests really, because they basically push you really, really hard to do certain things. So for example, they push you, you have to work really, really hard to beat like the waterworks on Reaper difficulty because of how tough Reapers are at the low level, because of the fact that you don't have access to a lot of the really good abilities yet. Stuff like that. Makes you more creative. You think abilities that aren't very good you might consider using, like Hypnotic Pattern. If you're playing like a Gnome Illusionist or something, you get really high DCs really early. So Hypnotic Pattern goes from being an unusable garbage ability to being an ability because it's like an area spell that can actually be really good at holding down certain monsters. So placing it in front of a gate or something, like a pseudo web, if you get a higher DC.
You found your way inside the fortress. Now to
Super Saiyan Blue with the blue dye.
Plan.
It's true. I could become Super Saiyan Blue. Maybe. Oh god, Reapers. Oh, 2 Reapers. Let's go over here. I don't want to fight the Reapers right now. I'm not interested. I am just not interested. No. Alright, I'll kill the Fear Reaper, because they're not tough. I'm not really afraid of Fear Reapers. I'm very afraid of Famine Reapers, though, because they hit hard with their melees. He still makes a save! Dude, the Dismissing Strike is 49. I'll put on this. Hold on. My Dismissing Strike is 51, and these guys make their saves. What kind of garbage is this? Oh,
the devils quarter their tiefling slaves here in the depths of their citadel.
Here's an Orthon Warder. Bam! 51. Makes the save. I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? Someone help. I need his help. Whoa! This guy's hurt. I'm hitting such high quantity. These guys shoot a lot. There's a lot of arrows going around right now. And also, these guys shoot like artillery, the Orthons. The DC is 41. I really feel like I should be dismissing these guys more frequently than I am. That's really odd. Or 51. Yeah, that's what I thought at first, but then I was actually able to dismiss stuff, so I don't know what the answer is. I don't have all the answers. Red Abishai. Dismissed! He didn't get dismissed, by the way. Oh, God. Alright, well, it kind of worked. Whoop. Yeah, man. I don't know. I've been enjoying Reaper difficulty for what it is.
Barracks gate slides open.
What about hypnotism? That can work on mobs? The thing about hypnotism is that it only works one time, right? You have to cast hypnotism and recast it every time. If you cast Hypnotic Pattern is like you start Reaper mode at level 4, so regardless, you're pretty much always going to have access to Hypnotic Pattern. And Hypnotic Pattern is an area of effect that lasts a long time. So if somebody breaks the stun on something by accident, you can run a monster back through the circle to get it restunned without having to cast the spell again and use more mana. Currently not keen on these guys. The Abishai. Ooh! Made a save. Piece of shit. So I think that's kind of why. Have you gotten used to the graphics yet? No, I haven't. I still get amazed by like every time I see really high poly textures. I will say DDO is very low in them. If you look at some of the newer armors, like the Celestial armors, they look good, but when you get closer to them, they start to look real bad real fast. So I'm kind of hoping the next set of armors and stuff will be slightly higher detail that can work the graphical fidelity of my wonderful machine. This is not to say that they look bad. I love the look of the Celestial armors. It's just not super high-end detail, which makes sense because I can imagine that a large number of the player base of DDO are people that are like old, that played DDO a long time ago, or that are like in their 40s. Just because I know a lot of people that are in their 40s or are older than in their 40s that play DDO. I used to use that on spiders and sleeping dust. Yeah, So, like, Hypnotism is actually an amazing spell if you haven't used it yet. Hypnotism is absolutely fantastic. It's great because if you throw Hypnotism on monsters, it reduces their will saves by 3. So you can use Hypnotism, and then you can use Mass Hold Monster. Hypnotism basically costs nothing, and it gives you a free -3 on enemy will saves, so it makes it easier for you to land your will save, or your anything with a DC based on will. Back up here. As much as I like to think, yeah, I'm Superman, and because I make my reflex saves and stuff, they still hurt, so. Keeping my double strike chance up is really important because the higher my double strike, the more I actually get back from my body feeder. Every time I crit, I get 15% or 15 temporary hit points, so it's really good. Oh shit, Layla, chosen. Yeah. What's up? Oh, okay, cool. They don't need to be in the fridge, they're grapes. I don't think you have to put grapes in the fridge. I don't think you have to put grapes in the fridge. Alright, fine, they're in the fridge. I really may put my grapes in the fridge. I don't think you have to put them in the fridge. I am not convinced. Interesting tidbit, in fact, that you may not know. You probably also don't want to know, but here's a tidbit, in fact, that you may not have known. Did you know that in Europe, people do not put their eggs in the fridge? They just don't do that. They don't put their eggs in the fridge. They put their eggs, they just leave their eggs on the counter. They don't give a shit.
Leader of the Devil Army.
Which is crazy. I mean, well, maybe not Europe, but in the UK at least. They just leave their eggs on the counter.
It's time for us to leave. Of course, Master,
says the tiefling.
Like, why don't they put their
What
eggs in the
is
fridge?
there for us on Eberron? It is
Crazy.
Shavarath we seek
But I don't think you need to
conquer.
put green grapes in the
I
fridge.
should have you flayed for insubordination.
It's a fruit. It's
booms
fine.
the pit fiend.
I'm gonna eat them all
Still,
tomorrow anyway.
You might as well know. The ritual must be performed on the prime material
But no.
plane.
The graphics
Only
look pretty nice in this
there
game.
can
I will
we
say, I
close
really like the
focus.
graphics in
Only
Lord of the
there
Rings
can we
Online,
launch our
especially
plan
some of
to
the newer
see
details.
Shavarath.
Ooh,
Now be
some of those
gone.
textures are
I shall
so
meet you
good
in the
looking.
tower.
Jatrina, cure yourself. Oh my god. Big fan. I'm excited to actually get into the meat of that game. So, at some point. A long time away. Yeah, I know. Well, I like warm eggs too, but I cook them. Like, I enjoy warm eggs. Like, hard-boiled eggs. I like hard-boiled eggs. Those are great. I also like other warm eggs. Like, yeah, so I like hard-boiled eggs, which are pretty good. Ooh, my staff is holy now. That's kind of cool. Wow, look at all the shit that's on the staff. I like hard-boiled eggs, which I guess are cold. I like my fried eggs. I don't really like scrambled. Scrambled eggs kind of suck, but I'm a big fan of poached and fried. Fried. Here's the best: bacon, and then you cook your eggs in the bacon grease. Delicious. And elemental boom is better every way, except that it breaks. Try Mines of Moria? Yeah, mine's so... Oh god! Double champ trogs, and they're both elemental furies, so they're tier 4s, or tier 3s, so that's fine. Just kick their asses. Anyway, so Mines of Moria is really good. It's a super good expansion for Lord of the Rings Online. It's my favorite expansion in the game. I love the Mines of Moria, the entire feel of it. I wish you never had to leave. In fact, what I would love is if Lord of the Rings Online embraced the approach that other games have taken, like Elder Scrolls Online and stuff like that, where they basically make it so that it doesn't matter what level you are, the mobs all scale to your level. I think that would be an awesome way to do it, because one, it would mean that you could actually make use of this scaling legendary item system, so it means you can just have one and use it all the time, instead of like having this janky system where partway... Where's my healer? Where's my healer? Trina? I tried healing myself twice. She just like ran away. I hate you. Suck. Give my health back. Oh my god, she doesn't res me, she reses the other guy. Oh. Apparently I made her stop some time ago. Thank you. Yeah. I just love the way that Mines of Moria looks. It's honestly one of the best looking areas in the entire game. It's absolutely magical and wonderful. I could explore it forever. If you could just scale your levels, I would pretty much just do every single quest and zone and instance and area in the Mines of Moria. I love it so much. No, she doesn't. It's fine. Chicks usually dig me, you know what I'm saying? I got the hair. How could you not dig this hair? Lucina's just like, just doesn't give a shit. The problem is, she's a drow, you know, she's only really into drow guys, so. Which I unfortunately am not. Okay, I'm gonna kill this. Oh, Fear Reaper. I'm gonna kill the Fear Reaper first. People say don't fear the Reaper. I definitely do. Queen is dead. No kidding. Goodbye. I just want to get rid of the blades. Beast Mark. I don't know what that does. Sounds cool though. What about Mines of Moria? Mines of Moria is my favorite expansion in the Lord of the Rings Online. I'm sure the other expansions are like pretty good, but Mines of Moria for me is just like they killed it with Mines of Moria. Mines of Moria introduced legendary weapons. Mines of Moria introduced trait lines before they added the trees. Mines of Moria is my favorite looking area in the game to play. Mines of Moria had one of the most interesting concepts for a raid in Dar Narbagud. Mines of Moria made you feel super triumphant when you beat certain dungeons, like Filgashan or Grand Stair. But Mines of Moria also made you feel unnerved and weird, like when you went down to the depths. I think it was atmospheric. It was interesting. It was fun. It was just good expansion. And then there was some garbage with Isengard. It wasn't garbage. The instant stuff was cool. I will say the instant stuff in Rise of Isengard was really cool. I really did like that. The book quest was pretty interesting. You got captured and you got captured and thrown into the Isengard prison, and you had to like escape and find your way out. I thought that was pretty interesting of a concept. But then that's basically the Rise of Isengard is where the stats started to get dumbed down. I don't think it's bad, but like literally the only term it wasn't streamlined. It was straight dumbed down. So like at the time, now there's more stats now. It's more expensive now, but at the time it was basically like, oh man, captains, they need all 5 stats. So in Rise of Isengard, we're gonna make it so captains need might and no other stats now. And it was like, oh, okay, cool. So what stat do you want on gear? Might. Great. But then there's still gear that's heavy armor that drops with like will and other garbage, and you're like, I can't use these stats. Go away, stats. Whereas before it was like, oh, you need agility so you can hit. You need might so you can deal damage, and you need will so you can heal and get mana. And I understand that simplifying it makes it like more accessible to a broader audience, and it also just makes it easier to understand in general. Having something that's like hard to understand and has like bad user interface is obviously not a good idea. So if you do have a situation where it's like, yeah, it was maybe a little bit dumbed down, but now more people can just genuinely got to pull a lever. More people can genuinely enjoy the game. I think overall that is a good thing, and that's something you as a game designer, I would want to strive towards. But I don't know. It just felt really hollow when like all of a sudden I like logged into my captain and it was like, cool. Just put might on everything. Do I have to think about the stats? No, just go might.
Reverberates from the courtyard.
That's why I stopped playing my captain. I started playing my warden because warden was more interesting. And that you couldn't get tactical mitigation from armor. So you had to stack vitality to get tactical mitigation. Yeah, but I always forget about that portal. Man, I just really like that game. It was interesting, just from playing it just a little bit over the past couple of weeks. I've kind of rekindled my joy for it. I started playing my warden again, who's level 75, and I roll a captain. I really like captain. Captain's a lot of fun. Champions suck. They're not fun to play. The one thing I will say I found the most interesting about the whole Lord of the Rings Online experience and replaying it and getting that replay value is that I find it funny that every single class is very different because they all get butchered of all their spells. They're all spread apart, so you can't have all the spells you wanted before. Like on my captain, I can't have Last Stand anymore because I don't play in the tank stance. Or like on a champion, you can't get Flurry unless you're playing on a you can't have Flurry unless you're playing as a like Storm champion or whatever. So they kind of like took away a bunch of abilities, and then Hunters are exactly the same as they were back before Mines of Moria, and then after Mines of Moria into Rise, and then through Rise of Isengard. You slot blue, and you put the rest of your points in red, and you still use the same goddamn abilities, which I think is so funny. I'm gonna get rid of this Archer on Abishai. He just doesn't want to go. I don't get it. Oh man. Like I said, I love that game, but man, it's literally completely identical. You play Hunter, which I just find really funny and entertaining. I never really played Hunter though. But I'm really enjoying playing around on my Warden. A really fun class. I think it's really just really well designed. The fact that you have to balance a lot of your different abilities and how you want to play your character was really interesting. Like especially because if you're tanking, there's so many different things you can do. And generating threat doesn't always increase your defenses, especially because it works on incremental buffs. So like in most of the character games and character classes, characters will have cooldowns and stuff, right? So it'll be like. It'll be like, oh, you know, I'm playing a warrior in World of Warcraft, so my cooldowns, you know, I've got Shield Wall, you know, that's one of my cooldowns, and I've got Last Stand, it's one of my cooldowns, you know, that you just blow and you can use to get through encounters. Wardens didn't have cooldowns, which makes them more interesting, because Guardians, they got, Warrior's Fortitude, and they got Guardian, or, was it not Stoic, it's not Guardian's Ward. Guardian's Pledge, and all sorts of stuff that you could use as effective cooldowns. But then Wardens were just like chilling, like no cooldowns. It was like, no, you just gotta play good, get good. That was a cool concept. Ooh, that's awesome, man. I don't know how to code plugins for the game. I really gotta look into getting some plugins. I can keep track of my stats and stuff. Anybody get any good items? Good items? No? No items. Oh. Yeah, I really gotta work on some of those plugins. Apparently there's some really nice ones. There's like a post on the Reddit about like a list of really good plugins, so I bookmarked that, so I'm gonna go look into it later. I don't think of what other level 13 quests there are, although I think I did them all. Yep, I did them all. So my next set of quests I want to do is going to be the Devil's Gambit chain. If you guys are down on Reaper 1, the level 14 chain. Cool, let's do it. We did Lua stuff for DDO. Yeah. Boom. You're changing. Reaper 1, Devil's Gambit. Yeah, I would really like it if in Dungeons & Dragons Online there was like... I really like it if in Dungeons & Dragons Online there was like more support for player added stuff. I think that'd be really cool. Because if you look at games that are like successful, it's because there's a lot of like really player-driven content or player-driven things that drives people to want to create, which then drives people to websites, and there's more traffic for the game. You look at games like Elder Scrolls Online, which was built with a bare basic UI, so that people that came from Skyrim could just play it and understand it. But then they go to Elder Scrolls Online, the UI is very basic and is easy to understand. But you can enhance it with tons of add-ons that the company didn't make. You know, ZeniMax Online Studios didn't make add-ons. They just said, cool, it's entirely up for you guys' interpretation. Go ahead and mess around with your add-ons, which was a really cool concept and the way to do the game. Jump. I need more jump so I can jump high. Run faster, jump higher. Adamantine strike, unarmed strike. Goddamn. Well, thanks for coming, man. Do you have a battle cry or entrance theme when you begin a fight? No, I do not. But I think it'd be really cool. For example, if you look at whoop. Hey, welcome. If you look at ooh, look at all that mail that I got. If you look at things like the fact that there's a custom user skin, so I'm using InfoBlue right now, which has the transparent windows and stuff like that. It's really cool when you can have like custom UIs and things that kind of really make it look good. Not to say that the people that make the game don't make it good, but maybe there's a way you'd want to organize it or look at it a little bit better. For example, I would love it if these were like just a little bit cleaner. You know, less of this blocky chunks here. Maybe you could even be a bit thinner. Maybe be a bit wider as well, my health bars. In fact, if my health bar could be like from here to here, like wider like it is in Asheron's Call, where it kind of takes up a huge chunk of the screen, I'd love that so I can see more chunks of my health bar at different times. That's one thing I would love to see. But that would require being able to do things like that, which you currently can't do. Yeah, no, bud. You like work on the game. Just like, can't you just do it? Can't you just magic it into the game? Can't you just like go to like the computer servers and just be like plugins, and then it happens? Is that not how it works? You know? Because that's what I assumed. Like, I don't know anything about computer programming or computers in general, but I'm assuming that's how that works. That you just like go up to the computers, you just kind of like shake your fists and then kind of go, and it goes into the computer screen. That was my impression of how programming works. Oh crap! I leveled up. Which means I get my armor piercing stuff. I'll be there in just a second. I had to repair my weapon because I'm a staff monk and my weapons break. See, there's your problem. Why don't you just get a robot that gives, a robot that makes dungeons for you? Elder Scrolls add-ons give memory issues if you have low memory, and it also depends on the add-ons that you. I've never had issues. The issue is that Elder Scrolls Online, the default, sets it to, I think your add-ons can use like 50 megabytes of RAM. If you up the amount of RAM that the game will allow your add-ons to use, it's a lot easier. Or it doesn't come up with those issues. Also, hey Nash, how's it going in Florida? Man, I'm totally jealous. We got like 17 centimeters of snow here. Actually 28, I think. We had a record snowfall. It has never snowed higher, or it has never snowed more than it snowed today. It has snowed more today than it has any other day in history in my city. I think is not a good thing, but I don't know. Okay, so I have to take Jade Strike. I don't know what else to spend my points on in this trade, if I'm being totally honest. I have no idea. And I have Jade Strike, which is good. Yeah, I'd love to see more like add-ons and stuff like that. But again, this is also like me saying, oh god, I have so many actives. This is me saying like yeah, this is something I want, like a toy. I have no intention of like actually like helping or making anything like that. I'm a dirtbag. You a Reaper? Nah. I'm assuming we'll be fine with Reaper. We'll see. We're not fine. We'll know it. Oh yeah. It snowed a lot here. So yeah, I think it was 28 centimeters of snow yesterday. The roads were screwed. I shouldn't say screwed. I should say fucked. It took me 2 hours to get home from the party I went to.
Their magic can help you against the devils. Oh, your eyes open for
Just put on my good weapon. I actually have a good line weapon, so that makes this a bit easier.
All that remains is for Fortis here to demolish this tawdry
Man, he died fast.
will I return to Shabarath. Fortis, you shall expect that will give you the arcane energy you need to collapse the pocket dimension.
He's like, kind of need these things to stop fighting. Is that a Carnage Reaper? That is a Carnage Reaper. I don't want to deal with that right now. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna stand like behind so that they. How do we aggro every single monster in the entire place? I'd really like to know how this happened.
A magical barrier envelops the teeth ring, protecting
Deal
and
with Carnage Reaper.
works to destroy the portable holes enchantments.
Carnage Reaper dead. I can deal with the rest of the monsters. Yeah, if you're ever like dying, make sure you kind of stick team. I'm having trouble just killing all these monsters because I don't. Ugh, too much melee. Bringing their levels is really good to do it. I have a question for you, you folks and people watching. If there was something that you could magic into the game, you could just snap your fingers and all of a sudden, kaboom, it would be in Dungeons & Dragons Online. What would that be? What's something that, if you could use magic to add something to the game, what would you add to the game? I'm very, very curious to hear some people's answers. 'Cause everyone has different like priorities with what they want out of the game. I'm kind of curious to see what if you had the option to just add anything you wanted. You just magic something into the game, and it would just happen. What would you just add to the game? Like, I don't know, if I could just magic something, if I could magic anything, I think I would magic more cosmetics for the game. And I don't mean just like cosmetics as in outfits, I mean cosmetic everything. I would add like, I would magic in cosmetic, more cosmetic pets. I would magic in more cosmetic choices for like hair dye and things like that. So more cosmetic hair dyes and more stuff like that. More ways to customize your character. Hair dyes, facial hair, Warforged armor colors, stuff like that. That would be me for sure. Animal form colors, like wolf colors, stuff like that. I would a full-time Lemania server and a Warlock nerf.
You found
Hey,
all
come
the
on, Drina,
pages
or
of the
Natasha.
wizard's
Player housing?
manuscript. It looks like
Ooh,
it's just
twice as many
deadly
player races
dull
and
as it
player
made it
housing.
sound.
Yeah, good choices, good choices. To be honest, I've never really had too much of an interest in player housing in pretty much any game I've ever played, but I've never been very housing oriented,
combined
especially in games like
power
that,
of
so that's
all
me.
four wizards shatters the tiefling's magical barrier. Fortis comes after you with snarl.
Natasha's dead again. Oh, Plague Reaper. Oh, we gotta go. This is a